And I first want to welcome you to Arts Humanities. It's going to be a really fun semester where we're going to explore the arts together and hopefully help you maybe find some creative outlets that maybe you didn't know you were interested in before, and also kind of cram you full of knowledge about how we even got to the artistic world we have today. Anyway, I wanted to start out with a little bit about me, and I'm going to get to learn a whole lot about you as the day and the months progress. So, first of all, you might be wondering, where are you from? Because a lot of us are from Edmonton. I am not originally from Edmonton. My hometown is right here in a place called Lebanon, Kentucky. You can see it's in the very center of our state. And I actually grew up in a town called Raywick, which is the rural part of Marion County. And so that's where I'm from. And so I have been on a slow southern migration. So when I went to college, I went to Campbell's University. And so I went from Lebanon down here to Campbellsville for college. And then, so as soon as I graduated college, I got hired here at Metcalfe County. And so I moved to Edmonton right after getting a job hired here. And I actually recently have moved to Bowling Green. So I will be commuting and communicating from Bowling Green every day. I just moved there this past summer, which has really been really exciting. So again, I've kind of lived a little bit of everywhere in terms of South Central Kentucky, um, and Central North or Central Kentucky. So from a little bit of everywhere. In terms of my school journey, my high school was Marion County High School. I was a knight. I went to Campbell's University once again for both my undergrad, which is where I got my teaching certificate, my degree to be able to do this and work with you guys. And I just this past spring, while we were all doing virtual stuff at home, I was also for finishing up virtual stuff to finish my master's in music education, which was a huge relief and very exciting. So I totally understand the frustrations and um, the heavy-handed nature of online learning. Anyway, and then I am now a Hornet. This is year 6 here in Metcalfe County. I've taught Arts Humanities. I taught that my first year before I became the band director. Also, for those first couple of years, I was here, or I've been here. I was the theater director, so I have a little bit of background in that as well. So that's like kind of where I've come from and where I am now. In my spare time, obviously you guys know I'm the band director, so band is my life, and band is what I spend most of my time doing. And so part of me wanted to put on the slide what is spare time, but it's something I really enjoy, and it's something I plan to keep doing for the rest of my life. So it's more of a love than something that takes up too much of my time, and I end up resenting it. But I also like to do outdoorsy things from time to time. Don't get the wrong impression from these pictures. I don't do these things super frequently, but I do love to go kayaking. I do love to go hiking, and spend time outdoors with friends. So that's how I spend my time when I'm not at school. I'm also a plant dad, so that this has sort of been a growing new thing for me in the past little bit of my life. So here you can see all my indoor plants. These are guys that live inside with me. These are my children. We've got my oldest child, Carlos, over here. This was when I first got him 2 years ago, and this is what he looks like now. And then we've got, yes, they actually have names. We've got Ruby, we've got Harriet and her kids, and Alex the aloe. And yes, I am a plant dad. I also have outdoor plants as well. Excuse all the water on the concrete. I just got done watering them. But I've got like a little vegetable garden going on. As you can see, I got the peppers growing. I've got a mint plant. I've gone plant crazy here in the past 6 months, but it's been really fun. I also love food. Food is one of my favorite things. I am a self-proclaimed foodie, meaning I love to eat and I love to try different types of foods and I like to cook different types of foods. Coffee is my number one love in terms of food. I'm kind of a coffee snob. Usually, you'll see me with a mug of some sort of coffee in my hands. When it comes to fast food, I love me some Wendy's. If you've not yet had Wendy's breakfast, you need to get involved in that. It is wonderful. But I also love me a Sonic shake. I love to cook. My favorite, and I love going to different restaurants like this one called Harvest, which is in Louisville, Kentucky. It's all locally grown ingredients and things like that. So, again, have a conversation with me about food, and we will be best of friends. Again, I love to eat. I love to cook. I love to anything involving food. I love it. So let's talk a little bit about what I expect from you, and how I approach this class and how I need you to help me approach this class. So, first of all, you need to come to class prepared. Whatever that means for you in terms of materials, you need to make sure that you come in prepared. And I will do my best, especially for since you're at home, I will do my best to make sure that you are fully aware of what you're going to need, especially as we do little projects and manipulatives and things like that. Um, so make sure that you've got full access to everything that we're doing. And if you don't, please reach out to me. You've got lots of ways to get a hold of me. So please don't hesitate to ask me about, hey, what do I need for this? Um, anyway, please also come prepared to learn. Some of us may come into class every day and just be there just to do it and get by, but we are here to learn, and I will teach you as long as you're willing. It's education is a two-way street. It's one thing for me to teach you. It's another thing for you to learn from me and what I'm trying to share with you. So please come in always ready to learn something. Always make sure we're respecting all the property that is around us, be it our own property, others' property, our school property. But also, a lot of what we end up talking about in this class is a lot of sharing ideas. And I'm going to tell you many times that there is no right answer. I just want to hear what your answer is. And so I want to put that out there right now that keep an open mind. If someone's idea is different from yours, it doesn't mean it's wrong. But also, I know we love to live in this black and white world where you want to know what the right answer is, so you can give it. We can move on. But there's a lot of open-endedness, because that comes down to aesthetics and things, and how you interpret these arts and what we're going to be talking about. So again, make sure that we're open to many ideas, and that if someone else's idea is different from ours, it's not a bad thing. Doesn't mean they're right and you're wrong. Doesn't mean you're wrong and they're right. It just means that we need to be able to share ideas in a mature fashion. This is a big one for me, and something that I have dealt a lot with in the past with this course is students not wanting to try. Students just saying, I just don't know how to do it, or I don't know, and then huffing and puffing and going on. I don't function well on that, and you shouldn't either. Effort to me matters. Trying is number one. Putting in any sort of effort matters. So the answer I don't know is not going to be an acceptable answer. So for example, in a few days we're going to be answering some questions over a video. If you watch the video and you can't find the answer, or you just watch it once and don't really care to find the answer, and you answer I don't know, that will not be an acceptable answer. Um, we need to tag team and allow me to help you um, find those answers and do well. Okay, so try. Trying matters. And also, the nature of this class is that we're going to explore creative things. And so I need you to just embrace that creativity. be willing to be creative, and that could be a scary thing sometimes. But be ready to be creative. Be ready to accept others' creativity. Be ready to accept your own creativity. Some of us are scared of or are very uncomfortable with how creative maybe we want to be or think we can be. So always be ready in this class, especially to embrace creativity. Okay, so there's an activity that you're going to need to do now that we've reached the end of this presentation, and you can see an assignment page, excuse me, that says give your answers, make sure you number them 1 through 5. And so again, this is purely your opinion. There is no right or wrong answer to either side of this poll. I'm not going to judge you one way or the other. I'm just trying to get to know you a little bit. So, in your assignment page, you're gonna list 1 through 5, and so this would be number 1. And I want to hear which is your favorite fast food burger? Do you prefer McDonald's, or are you a Wendy's person? So that would be number 1. Number 2, do you prefer Apple or do you prefer Android? So, do you have an iPhone and love your iPhone, or do you have maybe not an iPhone or some other type of like Samsung or something like that, and you absolutely are a fan of that? No, again, I just want to know. I just want to know a little bit about you. Number 3, I love chicken. I know a lot of us love our chicken restaurants, and so I want to know what your favorite chicken restaurant is. We've got Lee's Famous Recipe, and we've got KFC. And this is an odd one, but you know what? We're going to be working at home, and so some of us may not be using the same browser, and some of us may like different browsers than maybe our friends. So, just curious, do you like Chrome or do you like Safari, which is what your Apple devices use? And finally, what is your ideal vacation destination? So, if we were going on vacation tomorrow, would you prefer to go to a beach? Or would you prefer to go to the mountains somewhere and maybe get a cabin and hike and all that good stuff? So, again, I'm very excited to get started with you, and make sure that you do the assignment now that this video is over. And please reach out with any questions. Thanks, guys.